Okay, we'll make a start if that's okay. So a very warm welcome to today's LfS Connect session. My name is Kirsten Leask. I'm Development Coordinator with Learning for Sustainability Scotland. And today we're going to be looking at a rights-based approach to learning for sustainability. I'm delighted to be joined today by my colleagues Susie Aldis from General Teaching Council for Scotland and Kate Vickers from UNICEF UK. So welcome to Susie and Kate. We are recording today's session, so please do turn off your camera if you'd rather not appear on screen. We'll be recording the main inputs, but not the main discussion. So welcome. So today's session, we're going to be looking at a context update on the National Vision for Learning for Sustainability, and then looking at this idea of learning for sustainability and the way in which it intertwines with and is interdependent on a rights-based approach. We'll hear from Susie and then we'll hear from Kate as our guest speaker today. And then it's over to you for a discussion where we'll ask you to share your own ideas and experiences on rights-based approaches to learning. And as always, this is very much a discussion space. It's very much a two-way conversation. So we'll be looking forward to hearing from you in terms of your favourite rights-based learning resources so we can inspire and learn from each other. Okay, so here's the timings. My bit will last about another 5 minutes, then over to Susie for 10 minutes, roughly 20 minutes from Kate, and then our group conversation. We're going to allow a little bit longer for that. And we hope to finish, as always, at 5:15. Okay, so I'm going to start by doing a little bit of scene setting. So obviously, learning for sustainability or sustainability generally is an international and national priority. And here in Scotland, it's threaded through and woven across all aspects of who we are and how we live. It's at the heart of our national performance framework. Each of the outcomes you see there in the petals of the diagram, if you like, are underpinned by the Sustainable Development Goals. And when it comes to learning and educating, social, environmental and economic sustainability is hugely important within the learning that we engage with in our schools and early learning centres. So what you're seeing there are just some of the themes that sit underneath this idea of learning for sustainability, learning for a better world, where we're learning about the values and the skills and the attitudes and attributes that we need to enable a better world for everyone. So not just learning about sustainability, but learning for sustainability. And you'll see that children's rights is highlighted there as one of the key themes. But as you look across all of the other themes, you'll realise, I'm sure, that children's rights are woven across everything and underpin an awful lot of the other aspects of learning for sustainability. Learning for sustainability in Scotland, here's the official definition. It's this idea of a cross-curricular interdisciplinary approach, which enables everyone in a learning community and those around the learning community to build this idea of a socially just, sustainable and equitable society. It's best delivered as a whole-setting approach, bringing together everyone together to look at this idea of bringing together key themes such as global citizenship, sustainable development and outdoor learning as a pedagogy to really bring learning to life. It's a way of creating these ideas of coherent and rewarding and transformative learning experiences. And it's worth noting that in Scotland, learning for sustainability is an entitlement for young people. It's something that is the responsibility for all practitioners, and you'll hear from Susie in a moment about the ways in which it is woven across the professional standards for educators as well. So many of you will have seen this before, how this is being delivered in Scotland. Currently, we have our Target 2030 action plan launched in 2023, and this tasks every place of education for learners aged 3 to 18 to become a sustainable learning setting by 2030. Within the action plan are actions for every body associated with Scottish education, all of the key national agencies, to support learners and settings to achieve this. And within the action plan, there are a plethora of actions, but they're grouped under 5 key themes, one of which I've highlighted there because it's very much about learner voice, as well as those voices and decisions made by educators and setting leaders. So learner voice, choice and action, that sense of agency, is a key element of what this action plan seeks to achieve. And we've highlighted that statement at the bottom, this idea that this is not just for a few, it is for everyone. So our communities, our families, our places of learning, and everyone associated with them. So when we're talking about this idea of a sustainable learning setting, we're looking at 4 key elements that make up a learning setting's day-to-day activity. We're looking at the culture, we're looking at the curriculum, we're looking at the campus, the physical and digital spaces in which we learn, and we're looking at this idea of community, not just geographical community, but communities of practice, of culture, of ethnicity, of faith, both locally and thinking of ourselves as a global community as well. But within the culture of a setting, which is perhaps one of the key elements of this, we're looking at how we weave the UNCRC particularly, but the idea of a rights-based approach across learning. So bringing in other key strategies, whether it's GIRFEC or STEM, all of the key things that we're looking to deliver within our learning settings.